Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Rob here with MotoLabDirtBikes.com. And this is really just some advice as far as a quick used dirt bike buying guide. And this obviously is just going to be an abbreviated version. There's no replacement for you doing your due diligence when it comes to purchasing a motorcycle. Let's say you're interested in a particular make and model. Do some searching, get on the internet, see what its shortcomings are. If it's known to, eat up intake valves or whatever the mechanical condition is, go into that with notes. And then by all means, you need to ask the owner questions. And part of, what I do when I pull up the place, this is just fact. I mean, if you show up and someone's car has 3 out of 4 hubcaps missing and a flat front tire on it, chances are they're probably not really good on maintenance. I mean, that's just a fact. It's not being judgmental. It's a fact. You know, the rear tire's blown off of it, the knobs are chunked off, the rear sprocket's got shark teeth on it, they're all, curved out, and you could hula hoop the chain and things just flopping off the side. Run from it. But if you show up and the stuff's tight, it's clean, it's got service records, and if they say it's got a fresh top end, just verify it, right? Ask for a receipt. If they're not willing to let you inspect it, take off the lid to the air cleaner and just look at the condition of it, then I would walk away. It's not worth buying it. And even paying someone to do an inspection. So that $125 or whatever a shop would charge just for an hour to inspect this thing and give you a report, do a leak down test if it's a 4-stroke. If they're not willing to do that at your expense, then I would walk away from it. Those are all very important things. Like I said, it's none of this information in this video is going to replace your common sense and your due diligence that you need to do. So come on over here. We're going to take a look at some of the things I would look for, like when buying a motorcycle. Just look at the overall fit and finish of it. I mean, yeah, it's just a little bit of dirty, but look at the clutch cover and the contact in the frame. I mean, is this thing totally wore off? These ridges wore off and it's flat and it's shiny. I mean, it's had some abusive hard hours on it, right? So this is clean, looks good, not hammered on it. Got all the OEM graphics and stuff still in place. All the OEM bolts in place, right? So when you start seeing like hardware, style replacements, usually it means people strip stuff out and they just ream it out with the next size up and go down to Ace Hardware and slam that in there. You could do checks real quick and easy, right? Just grab the rear tire, give it a shake. Is it tight? If you get flop in there, it needs swing arm bearings. Come around, take a look at the chain and sprockets on here. Look at the teeth on there, the uniform. You could take the chain, shake it back and forth, and see if you have any excess slop. So if the chain's stretched, or the teeth on the sprockets are just curved like a shark fin, then just be prepared. Take notes that it's going to be another item that you're going to have to spend money on to replace. Same thing with tires, any other maintenance items. Look at the rotors. Are the rotors grooved? There's a minimum thickness on these things, so that's other things you need to pay attention to. Look at the brake linings. If you're coming from back here, you could take a look and see, are they, what the percentage is roughly, right? So you're just looking at the brake linings to see how much is left on there. Take and get it up on a stand, preferably, or you could just lift it up on the side stand and then just spin the wheel. Is the wheel true? Make sure it doesn't have bent like a 1980s 10-speed that your mom used to ride you around in. Check the spokes, right? A good easy way to check the spokes is you could grab them by hand. Yeah, sure, but listen for the tone. You could take your keychain and they should all be around the same tone, right? If you get something that's just flat or just flonk, then immediately you got an issue. Let's just say, like, for example, like on this motorcycle here, this just flat out, you could just see right here where, I mean, this is you got a real big issue there. It's here. Let me just show you. Same thing with the keychain trick. I mean, preferably maybe want a screwdriver or something, but see the tone, and now listen. It's like flat. I mean, this isn't the best example of the keychain, but you could see, you got a major issue. Um, Other things to look for too. Brand new hardware, right? Let's say, for example, you're looking around on it and you're kind of spinning the wheel and you're doing your inspection, and you're like, oh, that's weird. Like, oh, brand new shiny bolt, and then you could do a little bit further investigation to see that it was either cross-threaded, or in this case, I think what had happened is they'd snapped off a bolt, and drilled through, and maybe drilled through on an angle or something, and tapped it crooked. But is that the be all end all? And of this motorcycle, you're gonna walk away over that? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think it's that big of a deal. You could correct that. Other things to also look for are just, you know, is it a motorcycle that doesn't come from the factory with an hour meter on it, right? So if someone either has, so this bike obviously, boom, front and center. If it's one that, let's just say, for example, it was an XEW or an EXC, and originally came with the hour meter and or odometer in the display up there, and someone says it's busted, or I don't know, or I didn't have it, or I don't replace it, I never replaced it, then yeah, it's TMU, true mileage unknown, unknown hours, I would walk away. You know, Someone who cares about their machines, has service records, receipts, some oil change verification, and I think that's all important things. So that's just a brief overview and some of the most important tips I personally feel that really help you when you're looking for a used dirt bike. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully looking to do a little bit more in-depth videos here. Maybe in our next series we'll do a little bit of teardown and inspection on buying a used dirt bike. So hope that helps, and look for more videos here on the channel, and check out motolabdirtbikes.com for more info. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out there next time.